In this video, I'm going to show you how to use your debugging tools in your developer tools. So I'm using the same sort of logic that I had in the previous video where I grab the user entered value from a text field, a text form field that is. And what I'm doing is if the user value is equal to yes, I want to display something in the console log that says the user entered yes, else display the user entered no. So the first thing you see here is I'm using user value, right? It's a global variable. It still has, at this point, it has the value entered by the user. And I'm using the double equals for equality. And it's going to check for the word yes, just as you see it here. Uppercase Y, lowercase e, lowercase s. So what if the user just puts in a Y? If the user puts in a Y, I'm going to end up here in my else, right? That's not going to find that they're equal to one another. So I want to show you how that kind of happens. So I already saved this, so I'm just going to run this. And the first thing you want to do is open up your developer tools and navigate to sources. So when you go to sources, you go right into your code. Double click on the file name. You can make this window larger. Notice that I just got rid of my file name there as much as I can. So it starts out at the top. Now let's put a stop on the statement that we want to investigate. So I'm going to come down to my function check answer and I'm going to click on the line number 93. This will put a stop on this line. So it's going to run until it gets to this line and then you can evaluate what's going on. Right? So let's do it correct the first time. We'll put in a yes. You submit your answer and notice that the program ran until it got to line 93. Now, at this point in your code, user value has a value. So hover your mouse over that and look at what the value is. So it's showing you that you're performing a yes equals to yes. Right? So now you can step through your code to see where it goes next. These are your navigation buttons. This is step, right? So step down. And it found this to be true, so it went in here, and which is exactly what you wanted. Okay, so now refresh your page and let's try this again. So notice that the pause here on line 93 is still there, which is fine. But this time put in yes with lowercase y. So let's get it wrong. Click submit answer. And again, hover your mouse over user value and notice that the y is lowercase, right? That's exactly the value that user value has right now. Step through your code and it should hit the else, right? And there it is. So now it's going to display the user entered no. If you were to make a mistake in your code, what would happen? So go back to your code. And let's cause an error. So get rid of this closing brace. Okay, refresh your page. And right there you see an error. Now, if I'm not in this view, here I'm in the sources view, but click on the error right there, right? That's your error. It says uncaught syntax error. You can't see my whole screen, so let me try to expand here. On line 97, so back to your code, right? And you go to line 97 and you're at your else. So you'll have to look above, but that's how you're going to see your errors. So that was an error, syntax error, not logic error. So a couple things to look for on using your developer tools.